Alright, so it's like late September at the moment. I'm working on finishing the vlogs that you probably just saw that all just came out, the 7 that just came out. Giselle, as you might be able to tell from the clips that I just played, is about to do something interesting to her hair.
I'm putting my hair in cute little buns because I think it's attractive look. Don't you think?
Yes. Giselle's had this like whitish hair for like 2 years now.
Yeah, it's about the 2-year mark. I think I did it in either September or October of 2016.
It was like, yeah, it was like not very long after we moved here.
The thing is, my having to keep on retouching my roots, I had to keep blending out through the rest of my hair to make it look good. So my hair has just become very brittle and not great. And so I need to go a darker color so I can stop bleaching my hair and let my like natural like roots grow out again. And I know that like once my hair, even if I do keep on re-dyeing it, once it grows out, I'll easily be able to lift it again because I've done that in the past. When my hair turned bright pink, I'm sure some of you remember, because I'm going back to red.
Yeah, she's already done red once on the vlog before, back at her old apartment, back at her old tiny little studio apartment, which if you've been here long enough, you've seen like 3 years ago. No, that was, yeah, that was actually, it was right after our wedding, so like 2 years ago. Yeah. So you went from red, you went from your normal hair color to red, and then to white pretty quickly.
Yeah, but yeah, I just need to stop doing the white for a hot second, which is sad. Like, I know I won't be able to go back to this color for at least a few years, even though I love it so much.
Yeah, we both adore it. We've talked about it so much. How, like, we love it, but she constantly talks about how much she hates the way it feels right at the moment.
Yeah,
so.
It feels terrible. I'm excited to not bleach it anymore for a long time, and I just don't like my root to hair transition right now, so I got 2 different reds, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing yet, but we're going to start with the brighter red. So these are both Manic Panic. One's Wildfire and one's Vampire Red. And we're going to start with Wildfire, and then maybe I'll stick a little bit of Vampire up more towards the roots where my darker hair is.
Yeah.
I don't know. Alright.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There we go. We had to abort really quickly because I forgot to stick Vaseline on. So we just put it on my neck, around my face. That's why I look beautiful and shiny. And now we can keep going. And I'm trying not to go too high up because I can always come back in. And I don't want to get it like too close to my roots because I don't want a red scalp for the next, say, 2 weeks. I mean, I have very fair skin. It's going to stain my skin like crazy. It's very red. I can't believe I'm doing this. Is it too late to take it out?
I think so. I mean, I guess we could cut all that hair off, but...
Well, that was kind of my 2 options, I was thinking, and I don't know. I still wouldn't be opposed to getting a pixie cut in the near future. I don't know, you guys. This is, I guess, part of the update of how my life's been going. When I cut my hair off last year, it helped so much with my migraines. Do you want to grab that for me? It helped a lot with my migraines to start off with because I guess it was just the relieved pressure. My brain and my neck was just like, yes, no more neck pain. This feels amazing. And then slowly over time, it's built back up. So even though I keep cutting my hair off and it's not like it's grown out because I keep trimming it doesn't matter. Like the migraines and the neck pain is getting progressively worse and worse again. And so I've been thinking of either getting a pixie cut or an undercut or something where I can access this part of my head so that when I stick like numbing cream on it and pain relief cream, it'll make it more effective rather than so much of the product getting sucked up by my hair and not even making it to my skin, which is what really needs it so I can get into my muscles. So I've been thinking about that a lot, and I don't know, maybe if I hate having red hair. Do you want to grab that one for me? So if I don't like it, maybe I'll just cut it off right away and get like a pixie cut or something. Like,
I mean, I think it looks really cool. It's a really cool red.
It's gonna look crazy.
It's so intense. It's great. How are you feeling?
I don't know. I think I'm in a shock a bit. It looks like someone died in my neck. It's like, looks very bloody, which is lovely. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I mean, absolutely crazy.
I mean, I was really like, she just kind of came home from us getting the dye and was just like, just jumped right into it. I thought we were gonna like, I thought she was gonna build herself up to a little bit, but she was just like, nope, let's just jump into it, let's just do it.
I just hate how my hair looks so much right now, but it's like nothing can be worse.
I mean, we love the color, but the way that it's acting is
the texture and all the frizziness and the root transition, I think looks terrible with the white. Right now, it's just too much. So
Giselle's looking at a mirror right here, by the way. If you're wondering what the heck she's looking at, she's looking at a mirror. That's right here, so she can see the back of her head and the front.
So I think I'm gonna go in with like a slightly darker color now, and just like really get the roots a bit more, and still try not to get it too much on my scalp. But I think I've gotten all my hair. It looks very saturated too.
Yeah, it does. It looks good. I think you've gotten most of it.
Get all the parts that I was missing before. And wow. And wow. Name of this vlog.
Oh my gosh, look how, like, it looks a little bit different in person than it does on the camera. It's mostly because of this yellow light right here, but in person, in the camera it looks a little bit like orangey because of the yellow light, but in person it is so like red. It is a really nice, like, blood red. It's really cool. I think it looks awesome. I really like it a lot.
Alright, let's get to this one then.
One of my saddest things about this is that we won't have matching hair anymore.
Is that you telling me you want to dye your hair red?
No, I am not dyeing my hair red. If you compare the two colors, it's like, you can see that this one is darker. I'm really curious what it's going to look like in comparison in your hair. And Giselle went with semi-permanent for this.
Just so that it will have a more like natural fade. Yeah, because I don't want it to be too crazy like when my roots grow out, hopefully. I mean, I can always keep on retouching my roots, but I just didn't want it to be like really permanent and me hate it and me having to strip out a permanent color and like something like that. Like, I just didn't want to deal with it.
Just glad she didn't have to use developer anymore.
Yeah, that's another reason, yeah. The developer, my hair is so dead. I feel like if I use developer
anymore.
Oh my gosh, that just flew into my eye.
Oh no.
That's lovely. Yeah, if I use developer one more time, I feel like my hair will just all fall out of my head at this point. My hair was already, and you can see this a lot in my vlogs throughout like August and stuff, but you can see that all my hair right here is very short, and that's just because like it started breaking. My scalp is going to be red. I am getting it a bit on it.
Giselle's hair is so freaking red. It's crazy.
It's very, very, very red. And everything I said about trying to keep it away from my scalp, lies. It's all over my scalp. So I'm just going to have a very red scalp for like the next couple weeks. Especially considering that, oh jeez.
I mean, it would be really hard not to get it in your scalp.
I know.
Without like, I mean, because you want to get your roots, so like.
And doing it with your hands makes it a lot harder to not get it by your scalp as well. Like a brush would give you more control, but doing a brush on yourself, I just find very difficult. I look so cute right now, right?
Definitely.
You can call me Ariel. It's very red, and the roots are just like tinted like a dark like cherry color. What do you think, babe?
I think it's really fun. It's pretty great.
It is very fun.
It's so bright and crazy. I love it.
So crazy red. Oh my gosh, this is...
Is that what you were expecting?
Yeah, I thought leaving it on a little bit longer would make it a little bit like deeper. It didn't. I like it. I'm just kind of in shock. I've never had hair this bright before. It's kind of... Anyway, I think I am going to, in a couple weeks, end up taking more of that dark color and putting it right here and blending these two a little bit more out. And that means as my hair grows out, I can just like have like a faded ombre type thing. But I like it. I do like it. It's just very, 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 very different. Christopher's face when he walked into the bathroom because I blow dried it and styled it, obviously. While I was blowing it, drying it, he walked in and he was like, and I was like, does that mean you like it? And he was like, oh my gosh.
I've just made pork chops. We each have one, and then we're going to each get a half of one as well. I think this is the best job I've done in cooking them in a while. I mean, they've been really tasty. I've been making pork chops a lot recently, and they've been really tasty, but I think this one is like really perfectly cooked. And we've got Brussels sprouts, and we're going to watch Bambi now. Because, yeah, if you haven't seen Giselle's Newt's vlogs, we're going to be watching through all of, like, not all of them, but like the vast majority of Disney movies over the next year. And we started a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But we've watched Fantasia and Snow White and Pinocchio and Saludos Amigos, and we still have to watch Three Caballeros, and we have to watch Dumbo, but I want to watch Bambi right now, so we're going to do that.
Alright.
So our washer is broken, apparently. Our landlord apparently tried to use it like a couple weeks ago, I guess. Like, we had just used it, and then he tried to use it when he got back from where he was away, and he said that it was making weird noises and that we shouldn't use it anymore. And then he like came back and tried to fix it and didn't and couldn't, I guess. And he's like not gonna be able to place the washer for a little bit because he like goes back and forth between here and Maine. He's constantly up in Maine for like a few weeks at a time, and he's been gone for a couple weeks now. And we've kind of run out of clothes. I mean, Giselle hasn't run out of clothes. I've run out of a lot of clothes.
I run out of underclothes though. I really need more socks.
Yeah.
Really badly.
So I'm pretty much out of all like the normal clothes I would wear on a like weekly basis or whatever. But like I've been kind of like I've had to like start re-wearing like stuff. So we're finally gonna bite the bullet and go to a laundromat. Neither of us have ever been to a laundromat before. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know if there were any around here. We found one, and it's not too far away, and we're gonna go. We're gonna go and get our stuff washed. We've never done this before, so we're guessing we're gonna be there for a couple hours. So we're gonna probably bring some books to read, and just hang out while all of our clothes wash. This is everything. There's Giselle eating a cinnamon bun. She just finished it, but this is like all of the clothes that we're bringing with us, like in these bags and in this basket right here. Although this basket, like I don't know, we're gonna have to make sure it doesn't fall down in the car or anything on the way there.
And we also have like our blanket and stuff and our sheets.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring as well.
We have like our big comforter that we haven't washed in a little bit just because it's so cumbersome to wash. It has to be dried on the line outside, because at least here, because our dryer is too small here. But
hopefully we can dry it there. Otherwise we'll have to like run home in the middle. One of us will have to run home and hang it up here. Which thankfully today's a sunny day, so it will dry if worse comes to worse.
Yeah, we'll see. I know we'd both absolutely love to be able to like wash that comforter more often, but we're doing what we can, and this might be like the last opportunity we have for a little while. I guess
we can always come back to the laundromat.
Yeah, if we see that this laundromat has a good sized dryer for it, then we can take it during winter too. So that'd be great.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
That'll be really nice.
Yeah.
So Chris said we should go through the books that we're bringing. So I'll start with his because I have like 8 billion.
I'm only bringing one book because I'm not crazy. This is City on Fire by Garth Helberg, and I've been really in the mood to read books that take place in New York City. Recently I just finished The Amazing Adventures of Cavalier and Clay a few days ago and really loved it, and I've heard really good things about this, so I'm going to read that. I'm going to start reading it. I haven't started reading it yet. I've been meaning to start reading it all week, but I've just been working on editing all week, so.
Yeah. And then I brought, this is like my primary read, the 3rd Soulless manga, because I need to return it to the library. And so I brought all the rest of my library books, and hopefully we can drop them off on our way back. But I figured I would try to get through the rest of this. I'm like not very far in at all. And then I know I'll probably end up finishing that, so I brought a book that I'm already in the middle of, which is Northanger Abbey. I need to finish my reread of this, and I'm pretty close to the end already. Like, I don't have that much left. Maybe 100 pages. I mean, it's a pretty short book. And then I also brought 2 other books. Both are rereads. One is Ronnie and the Mermaid Lagoon, which is one of the Disney Fairy books, the Pixie Hollow books. And then the other one is The Tempest by William Shakespeare, because I'm just really in the mood for that. So that's what I brought.
Hopefully we don't have to do too many loads. Like, hopefully we can do all the things we need to do all at once, like all of the washing at once and then all of the drying at once, so that we don't have to stay here for way too long.
Yeah.
So I got lots more editing to do today. I had to finish up a bunch of stuff, and it's because the stuff is supposed to go up tomorrow, start going up tomorrow, so fun times. We're done. How long were we in there for?
I'm not sure. I'll have to check.
Like an hour and a half or 2 hours or so.
Ish, yeah.
Giselle hung up some of the clothes she didn't want to put in the dryer back there, I guess. We still have one more of our baskets in there. But everything is pretty much dry and all nice and clean, which is really great because, like I said, we need clothes and a clean comforter and all that.
Yeah, so it's been about 2 hours, which was what we were expecting. I think it would be faster if we'd known what we were doing.
Yeah,
now,
we
if we have to come back in the future, we'll be fine.
We literally had no idea what we were doing, and it took us a while to get started. But yeah, it was about 2 hours, which is exactly what I was expecting. So.
And then the dryers took longer because we weren't sure how long they would
We kept
take.
having to go back and add more time and stuff, and that took a while. So.
In the future, I think we could get it down to an hour and a half.
Yeah, possibly. I read 40 pages of my book.
Holy cow! Really?
And Giselle finished the Soulless manga.
Yeah, which was, I think I read about 200 pages close to of that, but it's a manga, so it was easy.
So something else I wanted to kind of mention in this vlog that's been going on in my life recently, and if you watch Giselle's Newt's vlogs, then it came up a few times in that, so you may know already, but I have been trying to eat a new diet. I've been trying to eat keto. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically just really, really low carb. You're just eating very few carbs. And all the carbs I do eat are mostly vegetables. And it's net carbs, so total carbs minus fiber and sugar alcohols, because those don't count either, depending on what they are. You kind of have to pay attention to what sugar alcohols are in things, but in general, it's mostly just you pay attention to fiber and to subtract that from total carbs, you get net carbs, and the net carbs have to stay below 20, and then you make up for the rest of what you're eating with protein and fat. Try as much as you can to eat healthier fats and stuff like that. But what I mostly have is protein. I have more protein than anything else. I've been doing I was doing weightlifting for a few years. A little while ago, I kind of fell out of that, and before going straight into doing it again, I've been doing every other day. I've been doing body weight exercises, so just as much as I possibly can do for body weight exercises. Push-ups and stuff with dumbbells as well. I have some weights, so I also do stuff with some of the weights. Just kind of every other day, and just try to keep maintaining the muscle that I have because I'm trying to lose weight. A little over a year ago in June, you may remember it was in the first vlog of the new vlog that we were posting last year. It was the first one, the paper anniversary, where I bought a scale, and it was the first time I'd ever owned a scale, and that we had ever had a scale here, and I weighed myself, and I was a little over 300 pounds, and that is the heaviest I've ever been. I never thought I would get that heavy. I had no idea that I was that heavy. That's 40 pounds heavier than the heaviest that I had been previously that I'd known about. When I was 19, I had gotten up to 260, and then I moved out of my parents' house, and like there was a gym in the basement of the apartment building that I moved to. The apartment was right next to my college, so I like walked to my college every single day, and I went to the basement gym to work out every single day. I went on the elliptical every single day doing high intensity interval training every single day, and I lost 80 pounds. I got down to 180, and then over the next like year I got up to 200-ish, and like I was starting doing weightlifting, and I kind of maintained 200 for a little while. Since moving to Massachusetts and starting at my current job, I have gained about 100 pounds, from 200 to 300. So, and that's like over the course of like 2.5 years, I guess, or 2 years or so. I don't know. It's quite a lot, honestly. It's a lot to gain, and I'm not completely surprised that it happened. My eating habits were really, really bad, and I was not doing well, and I have really bad eating habits. I can have really bad eating habits. I crave things a lot. I crave sugary things, and just, I love anything having to do with baked goods, and I was doing really bad. And I was having a really hard time forcing myself to go to the gym every single day, and I did, after I weighed myself, I went to the gym pretty frequently, and by the end of 2017, I weighed 265 to 270-ish. It kind of fluctuated, and I stayed in between 260 to 270, like in between that 10-pound range until basically until the end of July, which is crazy. I just kind of like, I went a little bit under sometimes 260, but I kept going back up because my habits were just really all over the place. And so I started on July 31st to do keto. And since July 31st doing keto, I've already lost over 20 pounds, and I've been more strict with myself than I ever have been in my entire life when it comes to eating. Before, when I lost weight, the 80 pounds, I still it was mostly because I did really intense exercising every day, and I was super motivated to do that. It was super easy, really, really easy to do, and yes, I have a gym membership, and I've been going to the gym once or twice a week, as much as I can, much as I feel like it, here, because it's like right down the street, but it's so much easier to just like roll out of bed, get in an elevator, and go downstairs and work out real quick before class every morning. And I walked to class every day and stuff all over the campus, and so I didn't really, my eating habits were better than they had been the previous years, but they weren't like super strict. I still indulged in stuff, but this time around, I am following this diet so perfectly that, and like it's so important to me right now to keep following it, that like I've passed up on things that I've never passed up on before. My work has food in it all the time. We have food trucks come, they get like 1 billion pizzas for everybody. There's always like cookies and cakes and like donuts and like tons of things always that they get. They have a snack wall with tons of amazing snacks on it, and I've craved that stuff that have come in so far since I started, but I have not even been remotely tempted to eat them, because like it's not even an option for me at the moment. It's not an option to do that because I am so motivated right now to keep sticking with keto, and it's seeing results. I've been taking progress pictures like every 5 pounds or so. I'm not going to show those to you at the moment. You don't need to see them. They're like just me like trying to gauge how much fat I've lost, and I felt so unhealthy before. I feel way healthier now than I did before. I feel so much better. I really, really do. And I'm so excited to keep doing this. I'm going to keep doing keto until I'm about down to like 190 to 200-ish. I'm not sure exactly because I can't really, it's difficult to gauge because last time I got down to 180 when I lost a bunch of weight, but I had no muscle whatsoever. And it was very noticeable that I had no muscle whatsoever. And so this time I'm trying to maintain muscle and also keep muscle building like in small increments as much as I can by just taking in the right amount of protein and just eating the right things and working out as much as I can here. So I'm not entirely sure what my exact goal weight is. I just know it's going to be around that range, and then after I get to that, which at the rate I've been going I think might be like end of January / into February if the rate like continues in, like it's not, yeah, I'm not sure, but hopefully I'll be able to get down to that fairly easily, continue to lose weight like I have been, and I'm gonna start like actually lifting weights in a few months here, so like I can really get better at that again. So when I get to that weight goal, I'm gonna like slowly wean myself off of keto, I think, because yes, it's really good right now, and I don't think I can maintain it forever. I'm not the kind of person that I think I could maintain it forever, but it's really helped me and taught me to be strict with myself and just say no to certain things. Like, I wasn't able to say no to certain things before, and it feels fantastic to be able to do that now. So I'm going to slowly wean myself off keto when I get down to that weight, and then try to keep building muscle, like lift heavy at the gym, and just like try to feel healthier and better in general. You know, just do my best. So I wanted to show you like a lot of the stuff I've been eating. We've been eating a lot of, I've been making stuff for Giselle a lot as well. Obviously I'm not going to make stuff just for myself and not for her. So like we've been eating a lot of meats like fish, and this is what I'm going to make tonight is steaks. We try to get anything that's on sale. I've been eating a lot of these like different kinds of chicken sausages and other kinds of chicken and stuff, but these are really quick and easy and taste good. And then I've been drinking a lot of muscle milk because there's lots of protein, and I like the way it tastes a lot, and there's like no carbs in it hardly at all. For dinner we'll have a meat, and we've been eating a lot of like Brussels sprouts, and like I've really come to love Brussels sprouts and asparagus, and like you might have saw in Giselle's Newt's vlogs, we've made jalapeno poppers a lot because those are a nice like easy snack. They're like bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers. They're a little bit fattier, but that's kind of like not necessarily a bad thing on this diet as long as you know what you're doing and you're not like going overboard or anything. So I'm about to make dinner. I'm about to make this New York strip for Giselle and I, and we'll have some Brussels sprouts as well. And I've tried to make sure I eat as many vegetables as I can while still staying under carbs. It's fairly easy though because the types of vegetables that I've been eating have lots of fiber in them. So also look at this really amazing watch I just got. It's one of my new favorite things ever. I love it so much. Mickey's 90th birthday is coming up in November, and this watch company, Nixon, did like a collaboration kind of thing with Disney to make this, and I love it. It's got like a little 90 on the side right here. So this is the finished product, the steak I was just showing you with Brussels sprouts. This is a typical, you know, keto meal, keto dinner that we've been having. We've been eating stuff like this quite a lot. I mean, these steaks are really fancy, but they're like on sale, so that's why I got them. Usually we have less fancy steaks, but these are New York strips, so yeah. Giselle's been liking this whole thing. I've been making a lot of dinner. I make dinner almost every night now.
I help sometimes.
You do? Yes, but
sometimes, very rarely.
I mean, I'm just saying that like since I'm the one who's wanting this diet, then like I feel bad like trying to make you make stuff for me. So like I would never ask you to make something for me if like you didn't feel like it. But I always want something like this. So.
Well, it's very delicious. I don't mind at all.
So we're gonna continue. Oh, we've been watching. I don't remember if we mentioned this in the regular vlog yet, but we're watching all of the Disney movies. And like leading up to our Disney trip next year, we've already watched a few of them
in publication order, and very close to publication order.
Yeah, and now we're about to watch 3 Caballeros. So, fun stuff.
I'm giving myself an undercut.
I'm giving you an undercut. Oh my gosh, you're doing it right now. What the heck?
Ta-da! Anyway, basically, I just like needed to get it over with. So I just like parted my hair down the middle, and then Chris helped me get these parts right here.
I helped her make this V right here. So she's having me basically shave this V. Like there's still gonna be a little bit of hair there, right? Like it's gonna be like a buzz cut kind of texture right back there.
I'm gonna go with like a number 2 length.
Okay.
If anyone knows what that means.
What do you usually use on my hair on the sides?
I do like a 1 or a 2.
Okay.
I think this last time I did a 1 and it was like super, super short. So I'm going to start with a 2 and we'll see how I like it.
Yeah.
But basically why I'm doing this, why I just did this in my pile of hair.
And all of our dishes back there that I'm going to do tonight, I promise.
Basically why I'm doing this is just so that, like, I have a lot of neck pain, and I think having the hair off my neck right there, that I can, like, stick, like, pain relievers on and stuff like that, like Icy Hot and things like that, like, right directly on it, I think will help a lot. My neck pain and my headaches and my migraines have been not great the past month and a half or 2 months, so I think this will help. I'm hoping it will help. I also may take some, like, length off my hair as well. I haven't decided yet. And this may get bigger in the future, but I figured, what's a better time to do it than right now?
Okay, so I literally just go over where it's parted and with this, and it'll be the length that it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm really nervous. Please don't hit me if I ruin it. No going back.
So Chris just did that with a 2, and now I'm going to put a 1 on, and we're going to go over it again. If we're making you cringe really hard, neither of us have any idea what we're doing.
Yeah, so. I'm sorry if you, like, know how to do hair and you're, like, cringing at how I'm doing stuff. I've never done this before, and I objected to it heavily. I'm very terrified of ruining her hair, but she doesn't seem to care. She's also going to make the triangle bigger, right?
I think so. I think I'm going to do this right now.
So 1 first, and then...
And then take it down, see how I feel, and then maybe, like, do it again and put it back up and stuff.
Alright.
So, here it is. What do you think?
I mean, for what you asked me to do, I think it's pretty accurate to what you asked me to do.
I think I am going to go bigger, but I think I'm going to sit on it for a day or two, just see how this feels, see how, like, my neck kind of hurts right now, and I kind of want to just stick stuff on it and not, like, keep messing with it. So I think I'm going to put stuff on it, see how it feels like putting it in. I think I do need it to be a little bit, like, higher and, like, wider, though, just to get all the parts that are really affected. But even those parts not being totally shaved, I can access them a lot easier than I did before. So I'm really excited, and I'm gonna go do that now.
Look how crazy and, like, huge and red your hair is. It's great.
It's very, like, tomato orange right now, so...
It has gotten more orange, yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'm...
Gonna put some of that dark stuff through it.
I do think so. I think I'm gonna do that sometime this week.
Yeah.
To have it really, like, settled to be a color that I like by the time the wedding happens, so I don't look like a tomato head at the wedding.
That's actually a really good segue into ending this vlog. It's kind of been pretty eclectic, kind of like the first 3 ketchup vlogs. You're now officially all caught up. This is where we are in life now. Tomorrow is October 1st. Tomorrow is the first day that I'm going to be posting the vlogs that I've been working on. These vlogs trying to catch us up and stuff. And I hope you enjoy them. Next vlog, like I said, it was a good segue into this, because the next vlog is basically us going to Maryland for my sister's wedding. My sister is getting married, and yeah, it's happening in just a couple weeks, so I'm not sure if anything interesting is going to happen until then, but we'll see. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Any last parting words about your hair or anything?
This is so weird. This, like, it feels a little bit, like, not as crazy, obviously, not as intense, but, like, cutting my hair short, which Chris was just showing me, like, that part of the vlog from last year that he was editing, and I was like, that was, like, such a big deal, and now I love my short hair, and I don't think I would ever want to go long again. I kind of want to go even shorter than this. Maybe I'll keep an undercut forever, who knows? Anyway, it was just, basically... I was talking to Christopher yesterday, and he was like, we were just talking about how we feel about my hair, because I'm not in love with the color. I kind of don't like it, but, I mean, it's not like the end of the world. Like, I'll touch it up and I'll make it a little bit darker, and hopefully I like it better. But Chris was like, yeah, but the thing about your hair this color is, like, it makes you look super bad-a. And I was like, that's it. I might as well do the undercut right now. So it was basically Chris that, like, because, like, my hair's grown that much over the past, like, 2 months, If it grows like an inch every 2 months, then that means that we'll have grown 6 inches in a year. So a year and a half from now, I'll probably go back to blonde when it's like long enough. And so I might as well like do the undercut now when I'm gonna have to chop all this hair off in a year anyway. Do the undercut now, see how I like it, and if it helps, that's great, and if it doesn't, then it will just grow out and it will be fine. So that's kind of what like inspired me to do it like today. Chris and I were literally talking about that last night, and I was like, okay, I guess tomorrow I'm cutting my hair off. And I don't know, so far I'm glad that I did it. I mean, I don't think I can dislike my hair more than I do right now. So anyway.
So real quick to end this vlog off, I just wanted to show you something that I'm really excited about. So this camera that we're filming on now, it's called the Sony RX100 Mark V. We got it a year ago, a little over a year ago, in June to start the new vlog that we were starting to try to do on here, and because we hated our old camera, and I was so excited about this one, and I do like this camera in some ways, in a lot of ways, but what I hate about it is the audio. I despise the way this thing does audio. I was like editing all these vlogs that you've just seen over the past couple weeks that have encompassed this whole past year, and like especially the Disneyland vlogs. Like I literally, you can't hear anything whatsoever at all, and it just like, I hate the audio. I don't like the way it sounds. It's like tinny, and like I have to do I do a ton of audio work in editing. Ton of audio work, and it's really tiring, and there's no way to fix it on this camera at all. There's no mic input, which is really stupid. I hate that. There's no mic input. They didn't put any way to put an external mic on this thing. So I decided to get a new camera. Well, we're going to sell this camera on eBay soon, but we decided to get a new camera, and this is the Canon M50. It is the only camera out right now that is about the same size as this that I'm holding now. It's a little bit bigger. It's about the same size as this. It has a mic input and it has a flip screen. There's lots of cameras that have one of those things. They're either like, they have the screen but they don't have the mic input, or they have a mic input but they don't have a flip screen so you can't see yourself, or they have those things but they're like far too big for us to feel comfortable vlogging with. So we got that, and I also got this lovely external mic that hooks up to the mic input, and then it's a mirrorless camera with so you can put lenses on it. So we got this little pancake lens. It's a 22mm Canon lens, and so this is what it looks like, all put together and stuff. It's so fun. Look at the little dead cat wind sock, I guess, whatever, dead cat wind sock, whatever you want to call it. I realize if you've never heard the term dead cat before, that might sound alarming to you, but that's what it's called. On top of here, it's really awesome. There's the mic, and it's really good quality. I love it. Can't wait to start vlogging with it, and then to get it in editing. I'm so excited. And I also, I just got access to the newest version of Premiere, the editing program I work with. I've been using the one from 2012, I think, is when it came out. It's the one that my college gave to me back when I was, when I turned a senior in college. They gave everyone Adobe programs for free. They gave them a serial number to get them, and I've just been using it since then. So like now I have the newest one. I've just edited all the other vlogs, all these old vlogs with the old one, and I'm getting rid of the old one and starting with the new one. Starting with a new camera, new updated Adobe Premiere, and it's got so many new features on it that the old one didn't have, that I can't wait to mess with, and I'm really excited. So that's it for this vlog. The next one will be going down to Maryland for my sister's wedding. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you then.